my Dallas make it hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Big Time Show. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Give my smoke alarm go off. Don't worry about it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Somebody out in there was electrifying what I just did. Y'all see that? Listen, I'm Ric Flair. Yeah, let me turn it on. Listen, I wish it was some kind of way I could have came through the floor like the Undertaker and rose up. Smoke will have to do now. Welcome to the one and the only, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Big Time Show right here. Yeah, right here. What's going on? What's going on? Man, I feel like WWE right now. I'm sorry, I do. I feel like WWE. Welcome to the Big Time Show. Oh my God. I almost want to do my intro again. I almost want to do it again. I know y'all like that. I know some of y'all laughing at me. Go ahead and laugh. I know you laugh. I know you laugh. I know y'all. I don't care. I don't care. I'm having a blast. Welcome everybody to the Big Time Show right here being seen live on the NGBN.TV network. It is being seen live right now, of course, on Big Time Shows, Facebook and YouTube pages. It's being seen live as we speak presently right now on Twitter and on Twitch, and live right now as we speak on Instagram. It is well, no, it's not. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. I have no idea. But it's not there. I don't have time to try to figure that out because I'm live right now. So it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. Oh, okay. I usually do my well, okay. My CEO is on here. All right. And usually I will do all the preliminaries. I'm sharing, by the way. I hope you guys will do me the honor of sharing my content with other people, particularly any Dallas Cowboy fans that you know. I would love for you to share this tonight as we get ready, head into, of course, the NFL draft, which will be on Thursday night. And since I'm doing that, hey, listen, I hope that you guys will consider watching the NGBN.TV network on Thursday night for the draft. This will be our first watch party for the first round of the NFL draft, of which, of course, I will be a part of, along with a lot of my partners in the NGBN.TV network, or all of my partners and friends We'll be all doing it together. This will be our first run at it. I hope that you guys will consider watching us, realizing, of course, that there are a lot of other watch parties that are going on. And of course, we know it's going to be at least 3 to 4 hours, whatever. The way I look at it is like this: you can stay with us for the entire show if you want, but I'll be fair. My brothers will be on. All my Dallas Cowboy content creators will be on. Just come pop in on me every now and then. Come pop up on the NGBN TV network. Rubio, the Rubio method. He'll be in. He'll be making a pop appearance. Of course, Mr. Ian Hill, who's our CEO, may not pop in, but who knows? If he wants to, he can. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got a chance. I mean, we got knowledgeable people that are going to be there with us. I hope that you will consider joining us on Thursday night. But Mr. Ian Hill just wanted to change the show. Okay. I'm here to talk about the Cowboys tonight, but as I said before, I am a Dallas Cowboy, Los Angeles Laker content creator. That's what I am. I'm that. And since Mr. Ian Hill, I don't know, you got to watch some folks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to watch some folks because sometimes you got to watch them and see if they're talking trash on the slick side. And my CEO here, you see that right there? Look, y'all see that? He says, are your Lakers out in 4? Y'all see that? So I don't know if he's talking trash or not. I think he is on the slick side. So, ladies and gentlemen, my Cowboy fans, forgive me just for a second. Let me show you the versatility that I have. Mr. Hill, if you're still here, just that quick, as you can see in the background there, we have, I figured you was, Mr. Hill. I saw. We have changed the whole scenario. Matter of fact, y'all forgive me for just a second. Watch this, Mr. Hill. Just that quick, it turned to a Laker background. Forgive me for not having the proper colors, but I didn't know you was gonna do this to me. But now I'm talking Lakers. To answer your question, no, it will not be in 4. No, it will not. I'm calling it. I ain't calling yet. Don't let the Lakers slip up and win tonight. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't let the Lakers pull out a win tonight. Don't let it happen. I'm telling you, because if they do, then I'm going to have to go ahead and go and do a whole Lakers show. See what I'm saying? But as for now, I switched it up on you. One more time. If you don't hear my voice, just give me a second. Well, watch this. I got to get a new background because Russell Westbrook is not on this team anymore. I got to get another background for that. But to answer your question, that's right, Zach. I see you. All the Laker fans, come on, speak up now. We got trash talker going on here. My CEO wanna poke the bear. You understand? So he wanna poke the bear, and so now I got to do it. But now let me get back because I got a lot of Cowboy fans here. And just that quick, we're right back to Cowboy land. Boy, I want to throw this smoke up right there again. Boy, that's just electrifying. It's electrifying. What's going on, man? I hear you, Craig. Yeah, the Nuggets are tough. They're the world champions. I mean, no disrespect to them at all. They're a special ball club. Jokic and Murray. And Murray is just now finding his legs. So keep that in mind. But they're going to be tough to beat. There's no question about that. So I'm not disrespecting them. It's a tall task. I've said the Lakers don't shoot the ball good enough for a whole game to really, sustain the lead against the Nuggets. They shoot the ball so well, and that's the main thing. That's what we saw the other night when Denver got hot, especially Jokic. It was a problem. All right, Cowboy talk. Let's go. That's why y'all here. That's why I'm here. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Tonight, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. I need you guys to take over the show. You are the producer tonight. No question about it. You are the producer tonight. We're heading into the NFL draft. All the talk should really be over. Let's talk about the board. That should already be ready by now. Now we just play the waiting game. We pick at 24 as of right now. We pick at 24. And at that point, the draft usually just, it usually falls. And you're almost at a point where, at that point, where you need to take the best player available. However, I really do believe that the Cowboys board will start with positions that, even if your best player on the board is let's say a wide receiver, I'm not sure the Cowboys would pick a, wide receiver there when they know they probably want a lineman. So I really would believe that they would go lineman first. Even though the receiver may be there. Personally, I think that, unless it's a Brian Thomas, you know what I'm saying? That type of guy may start a conversation, but I really believe the Cowboys' mind is set on a offensive lineman starting off. When you look at the 30 visit, the 30 players that they brought in for a visit there, you will see that there's a lot of linemen that they brought in. And usually whoever they brought in, for them to bring them in, that tells you, number one, they like them. Number two, I'm quite sure they liked some of those guys even more once they left and had their visit. So I really believe that the first round pick at 24 will probably be, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be definitely an offensive lineman. Now, here's my question for you. And we got a lot of holes. It just depends on where we start filling those holes out. We got a lot of holes. You can go, there's an argument to be made for offensive line. Just in the interior of the offensive line, we can argue offensive lineman, left tackle or center. We can start with that point right there. We have obviously, what's going on? Hey, I see you, man. I'm forgiving me for not speaking to everybody. Craig, Mr. Burns, Coach Breed, Love in the house, Chris, Neil, what's going on? Zach, of course, again. Lee, I see you, brother. Appreciate you. East Side is in the building. Zach, Leon, what's going on? Miss Ty, I see you in the building. What's going on, everybody? Listen, an argument could be made for running back, but we know we're not picking a running back in the first round, but there is a hole there, obviously. So we have holes everywhere. We got an argument could be made. Hey, Kelvin, I see you. We have an argument for a wide receiver, a better number 2 wide receiver. There's an argument to be there. Defensive line, we need edge. We lost a lot of depth there. We know we need a defensive tackle. We know we need defensive tackle. We know we need linebacker. So there are, all holes are there, and we should be happy we're getting some type of help there. What's up, E? I see you, brother. Appreciate you popping in. Thanks for popping in on me. So there are holes everywhere. It just depends on where we hit it. But here's the scenario that I want to hang with y'all. Y'all are the producer tonight. Let me ask y'all this. How many of you, and take your time typing in because y'all gonna dominate the show tonight. I've seen it already, and here it is, and Coach Breed Love is in my notes. So what about that right there? I need to see where y'all mentality is. If Barden is gone, the offensive tackle that everybody love, and that kid also, Graham Barden from Duke, and then the kid from Washington, who they figure is probably going between 10 and 16 or something like that. If they are gone, that's your offensive tackles possible. And another sneaky little pick that I think that we got to watch out for are the Philadelphia Eagles. And here's the reason why. Unless Kelsey comes back, which I don't think he is, the all-pro center for years, then they're in the business looking for a center. They are drafting behind us, if I'm not mistaken. But Philly will move up, as we already know. And my guy, who I love, Jackson Powers Johnson, the center from Oregon, is there. And he is dominant. All right. I already know Kelsey retired, so they're in the business for a center. What if Philadelphia moves ahead of us and steals him away? I'm just giving you a scenario. So if Barden is gone, I don't think the kid from Washington will be there. I think he's going to go early. The left tackle who can play guard as well. I think he's not going to be there. I believe Barden may be there. And I also believe the center from Oregon, Jackson Powers Johnson, will be there. But what if they are gone? Here's my question. Are y'all trading back? I need y'all to put your GM hats on now. I need you to put your GM hats on. Are you trading back? How many of you would love to trade back? I'll even throw up this scenario. Let's say Barden is there. Let's say my guy is there. Coach Breedlove, I guess you said Oklahoma, you're talking about Mims. Mims plays primarily right side. I don't think he played left tackle. I don't want to, this is just me, coach. I don't want, because see, I believe Terrence Steele is going to be the truth this year. He's fully healthy. When he was fully healthy, he was dominant. I believe that he's going to be fully healthy. I believe he's going to be ready to rock. And I don't think that we don't need to be experimenting with left tackle if he ain't really never played it. That's just me. And we definitely don't need to be drafting a guy who's going to end up being in the first round. If you draft a Mims, let's just say you believe in Steele, and Steele is your starter, then and you still don't know about him in left tackle. I ain't got time for my first round pick to be a swing tackle. That means you ride the bench. No, sir. I told you last show, told everybody last show, we got to go and hit home runs. We ain't got time for doubles, even though doubles work. Singles work. Triples work. No, we need to be hitting the ball over the fence. We need at least, in my view, 2 to 3 day one starters. 2 to 3 day one starters. I don't have time for experiments or the waiting game. Let's see where they are after a week. No. What's up, Chris Terry? I see you. I know. We need starters walking into training camp. Like, okay, it's your job to lose, but you're penciled in as the first team offensive tackle, or you're penciled in as a first team center, or you a first team running back, no matter where you were drafted. Well, I ain't gonna say first team, but we know the running back is gonna be by committee anyway. But the rookie needs to be getting a significant amount of playing time. That's the way I'm looking at it. Exactly. Rod Carew was great. Thank you, Terry. The great Rod Carew was great in the Hall of Fame, but he wasn't known for blasting the ball out the park. He was known for getting on base, and that's fine. But we don't need that. You don't send a batting champion to a home run derby. No, sir. We need home runs. So I think, well, of course, Hoffman can play center. But if you got Jackson Powers Johnson there at center, Craig, yeah, I need it. I need these guys now. So you also have to look at it primarily from what these guys are saying about some of these guys. Powers Johnson, to me, from what I've seen, I'm looking at a guy, man, that's going to be at least minimum a Pro Bowl player for at least, barring injury. If he's, we're talking about an 8 to 10 year player. That's what I'm looking at of dominance. That's what I'm saying. So I'm looking at it beyond just, next year. I'm looking at this for the next 10 years. You get a dominant lineman there. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's Graham Barton or Powers Johnson, those my two. And I'm gonna get into that in just a second. I that's what I want. I'm looking at the next 10 years, maybe. See what I'm saying? You can't pass on a guy like this. And I'm even saying that even if a receiver is there, because I'm looking beyond that. I'm looking at another quarterback, maybe 5-6 years, or who knows, maybe even next year if they let Dak walk, if they don't extend him, at least give this kid, whoever it is, a line. Tyler Smith is young, he's gonna be there. You give me this, whether it's a center or offensive tackle, guess what? Those spots are gonna be good. TJ Bass is young. Hoffman is young. Steele is young, if you really want to go that route. Zach Martin will be gone in a couple years. So I'm not even counting that. I'm talking about get this next big wall set up for whoever the quarterback is going to be. At least you'll have that in place. You get a Jackson Powers Johnson there or this Graham Barton dude. You set. Unless my eyes are fooling me. I love Barton too. Love him. You give me 3 linemen, and 2 of those linemen that's gonna be go. I don't care. I love Thomas, but I had to have a serious discussion. See what I'm saying? I really feel that way. But I want to know what you guys are thinking. Put your GM hat on real quick. Do you trade back? What's up, Brian, on Twitter? Yeah, I know that everybody gonna be looking for me. See, when you put yourself out in the street like I do, yeah, I expect all Cowboy haters. And some of them are gonna be from right here in this chat group, Brian. It's a lot of my Cowboy brothers and sisters in here. But there's gonna be some haters coming in. I expect it. I'm a big boy. I can take it. I'm big time. You understand? I'm big time, Brian. And I know, hey, Brian, I know you're not a Cowboy fan, too. And Brian is going to be our host, whether you know it or not. This guy right here is awesome. Exactly. See? Yeah, exactly. Right here. Brian is here. This will be our host for the watch party this Thursday night. He'll be leading us. Great guy. Great voice. You'll hear him. It's going to be fun on that night. And he'll be there. I'm quite sure he probably want to switch it to me when the Cowboys pick. He don't want to have no part of it. As soon as we finish, he'll pop back in. That type of stuff. See, Cowboy hate just real, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how it goes. I'm expecting that. Brian going to tell everybody to come in when the Cowboys pick. The chat line will be crazy. All right. Appreciate you, Brian, for popping in on me, man. Are we trading back? A says, why not trade up? Because the reason why we wouldn't trade up is because the Cowboys value their picks too much. They already don't have a 4th round pick. There's no way in the world they're moving up and have to give up, extra picks. They love the draft. The Cowboys love holding on to their draft picks. They rarely trade up. If anything, they will trade back to try to recover that 4th round pick and pick up another pick. Craig, I see you say, no, we should not trade back. What if JPJ is not there, Craig? What if Barton is not there? What do you think then? My dog is in the building. Boy, I should have sent you this. I should have sent you the link, man. My man is in the building, the one and the only, my brother. One of the funniest and one of the most respected guys and one of the hottest guys that's in the game right now. Landlord from Alabama. Y'all know him. My brother is in the building. I almost want to send him the link. But I don't want to do that to you, Landlord. You probably coming on. Exactly. Everybody putting in trap. One of the baddest boys in the game, man. Total respect to Landlord. And soon, Landlord. Oh man, you a bad boy. A Landlord. I almost called West. Me and West Coast. I hope some of y'all caught the show from last night. Me and West Coast were on last night. Hope y'all caught it. If not, go catch that replay for me. And no, I ain't gonna do it to you, Landlord. I know you work. No, sir. But I'm fit to do this for you, Landlord. Landlord, I'm about to send you our email right here in this chat. All right. It's in the chat. Landlord, send me, because I don't have your number for some crazy reason. I need you to, when does it come up? Appreciate you, A. Landlord, there it is. Landlord, hit that email for me. I need your information so I can always have it. Need to put it on my phone. Email me that, man, when you get a chance. All right. What if those guys are not there, y'all? It's a possibility. See, I believe Philadelphia. I'm serious about this. You do realize Philadelphia lost Kelsey to retirement, okay? He did. All right. Philadelphia. Oh my goodness. I got the royalty. Man, the royalty is in the house. The angry boy, if y'all ain't seen this dude. Y'all, my brother's here today. The angry Cowboy fan is in the building. Listen, if you hadn't seen him, let me tell y'all, he's one of my favorites. He gonna be on the show too. We've already exchanged numbers. This dude right here, man, is the truth. Love him to death. I appreciate you popping in, brother. Let me get back to what I was saying, because ain't nobody said it. All right, Landlord, you listen? Philadelphia lost Jason Kelsey. All right. I believe their draft is just a little bit behind us. All right. If they lost an all-pro center, don't it make sense for them to try whatever they can do to get the best center in the draft? Which so happens to be one of the guys who we are looking at. Talking about Jackson Powers Johnson, the kid from Oregon, the center. Appreciate you, Landlord. Thank you. Listen to me. Don't think Philadelphia, who's been, well, when I say hitting home runs, Philadelphia, as much as I hate to say it, it's just the truth. They've been hitting the ball way over the fence. It ain't no singles, it ain't no doubles, it ain't no triples. In off season, the Philadelphia Eagles have hit nothing but home runs. In the draft the last couple of years, they've hit nothing but home runs. Why wouldn't they go after Jackson Powers Johnson? Why wouldn't they move up? They're already loaded. They don't care nothing about no draft picks. They're trying to win the Super Bowl this year. It's obvious by what you've seen them do. I'm trying to get you to understand. I would not be surprised if the Philadelphia Eagles move up. Somebody tell me what Philadelphia's drafting. Where is Philadelphia drafting? Somebody let me know. Real quick. I'm sorry I don't have it because it just hit me up today. And if somebody else has said it, then, I ain't copying off of you. I'm just going with it. Yeah, okay. What's up, Tyron Colvin? I got a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I usually don't have that in, but y'all the world champions. Ain't nothing you can say when you got the trophy in your hand. So I ain't gonna. We trying to get where y'all at. You understand? We trying to get where y'all at. We got the champ in now. Okay, I get you. I ain't gonna argue with you, Mr. Colvin. Somebody let me know what Philadelphia is drafting. Eagles are drafted at 22. Oh, that make it even worse. Now, if y'all don't think that Philadelphia, they already got the receivers, they already got Saquon, They already got the tight end. They already got the wide receivers. They got a loaded defense. They've already made aggressive moves in the free agency. Where's the hole? The hole is at the center position. They lost a Hall of Fame All-Pro center. Doesn't that look like to you that at 22, that might be the spot where JPJ is going? If that is the Cowboys guy, you know Philadelphia ain't gonna make no deal with us. Y'all know that. Because they already gonna know what we going for. They're not gonna make no deal with us. So in order to get in front of them, you got to move up from 24 to maybe 21, 20 maybe, just to go get them. If that's your guy. If that's your guy. Because I got a feeling that if the Cowboys don't move, 22 is where you're going to see JPJ go. I really feel like that's what's going to happen. All right? So that would leave Barton to me, if it was me, Barton. Or in the words of my brother landlord, man, if Thomas is there, oh my God, we got to have a discussion then. Hey, hey, my brother, the conscience is in. Kevin Carey says Zach Frazier from West Virginia. Good pick, but does he have a, I would love to see, and we'll never know this unless they tell us. I would love to see how many first round grades have been given by the Cowboys to some of these players. It ain't like everybody. Just because they get drafted in the first round don't mean they got a first round grade. I would love to see the draft grade for Zach Frazier from the Cowboys. I would love to know where they got him as far as the draft grade goes. But I'm saying, if you ain't in love with Zach Frazier, let me just give it you because Kevin put it up there. And if you are, I believe they would love Graham Barton. But if they are not there, again, I'm asking y'all, are we trading back? You ain't getting no running. You ain't getting no, and see, West Coast said something last night that, I think while I was on the show, if you draft a wide receiver in the first round, he said that, ain't nowhere in the world the Cowboys drafting a first round wide receiver. In the first round, they ain't paid CeeDee Lamb yet. Because the wide receivers get paid. It made sense to me. I love Brian Thomas, but they ain't inked up CeeDee Lamb yet. And I guess somebody would say, well, draft him just for insurance, just in case CD gets hurt. Okay. If that's your logical look, I'm not gonna knock you. But that's not what GMs do. But the Cowboys are strange. At least they're acting very strange this offseason to me. So I think everything's on the table. But Kevin just said he trading back. All of y'all ain't said nothing to me yet. I need to know exactly what you're doing. If your guy, whoever that guy is not there, are you trading back? And I'm not saying trading out of the first round. I'm just saying trading back. A lot of people would love to have the 24th pick. You may be at 20, 26, 27 when you get through, but you done picked up another draft pick that's probably going to cover, the round that you're missing, which is, of course, is the fourth round, maybe. Or you're going to pick up because it's going to cost you. If you're going to try to move in the first round to move up, you may end up, you might even get a second or a third. Well, you might even get a second, but you might get a third. Who knows? You may get 2 picks in the third, which will make up for you losing in the fourth. Because there's too much, to me, angry Cowboy fan, check me out. My Coach Breed Love, I got some very smart people in here. It's too much of a gap for me from the third round pick all the way to the 5th round pick. It's too much of a gap. It's a whole lot of good football players right in there. We cannot, this is me. You may think differently. And I realize we got 2 in the 7th and all. I ain't worried about that. From the 3rd pick that we have to the 5th pick, because we don't have nothing in the 4th round. That's just too many spots that's just open. I feel like we got to get back there. That's me. Now, how we do that, this is one of the ways, without a doubt. This is, without a doubt, one of the ways. And that is, if your guy that you know for sure is not there, then I think that we do need to trade back. I agree, Kevin. That's just too much of a gap. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all forgive me, I ain't got none of my notes, at least pertaining to the draft pick. But from the 3rd round pick to the 5th round pick, that is a tremendous gap, and so many good football players that will help us tremendously. That's a lot. You see what I'm saying? So I'm seriously thinking, if your guy's not there, and unfortunately for us, we're not gonna know who our guy is until they're gonna lie to us, even if they pick in the 1st round. Once they have that draft, interview, the press conference on the first night, they'll get up and say, we got our guy. And it very well may not be their guy, it's just a guy they drafted. But they had eyes on somebody else, and that guy was gone. They're not going to disrespect the draft pick by saying, well, we just settled. No, they ain't going to say that. Y'all know that. They're going to say, we got the man that we wanted. But at the back of their head, they're going to be saying, like, we would have really liked to have that guy, but So I'm wondering, y'all. I'm wondering. Because I love JPJ. I love him. I love him. I love Barton. Those are my 2 guys. Those are my 2 guys. And I wanna show you something. Let me get it set up. And I'm just going based off of my guys that I like. If I can find it. Did I throw that away? Did I throw that away? I know I didn't. Okay. Let me show you this. Y'all forgive me for my little blankness right there. But I want to set this up because I don't know if you guys are really, I don't know if this is for the people that really just haven't kind of studied the draft or the Pacific players or something like that. That's what we're here for, to give you insight. All right. I want to show you this. Let me set it up. The only thing, Kevin, on Mims is, how many of y'all like Mims? He just played the right side to me. I don't think he's played the left side. And that's what a hole is that's the left side. Mims is a beast. But I believe they're going to roll with Terrence Steele, and I think Terrence is going to be a monster this year. He's fully recovered. I believe that he's going to do well. I don't want. Let me get that out. I hope I don't take that out. All right. Y'all see this. Okay. I hope you can read that. Let me see it better for you. Get that better for you. Because I really want to point this out. Y'all forgive me for I'm on live TV. Forgive me for not having this set up for you. Oh, that's too good. Oh, well, I know y'all can see it then. There we go. All right, this is Graham Barton. All right, let's look at this. 6'5", look at his weight, 311. PFF grade, Pro Football Focus 75, whatever. Look at his run block grade, 71%, pass block 78. Don't be confused by that. Dan Bruler has him as a number one tackle. 18th overall. Okay, that's Graham Barton. Look down at this though. Look at Jackson Powers Johnson. Listen, Stunner. Look at his PFF grade. Barton was 70 something. 83.6. Look at this run block grade, 84.5, 90.4 in pass block. He's number 2 and 23 overall. All right, but here's the part that we got to be careful on. Let me preface this by saying I don't care about what I'm getting ready to show you. Here it is. When it comes to JPJ, look at this sentence. They say there are some medical questions to be answered with Powell Johnson. He had several injuries in college, including groin and hip issues, on top of multiple concussions. There also have been whispers that some teams are taking him off their draft board due to medical concerns. This just came up because nobody was saying this before. Though nothing concrete has been reported. Of course, the Cowboys have rarely shied away from draft prospects with injury histories. That's what I want to tell y'all about. All right? Right there is where I think we need to talk. Because you see, that sounds like a Cowboy player to me. Injuries ain't never been our problem. We don't care if your leg falling off, like Jalen Smith's was. We just feel like we can make a way out of no way. My God, Damone Clark had the same injury as I had, back fusion surgery, in the same spot. I have the same injury. Of course, I'm nowhere near the athlete as Damone Clark. And to his credit, not only did he come back and play, he played well. So when you start talking about backs, good Lord, when you start talking about LVE, whose neck was just hanging on by a thread, when you start talking about Deshaun Lees and all that, that little description there about JPJ, that don't scare the Cowboys. My goodness, they're even entertaining Brooks from Texas, the running back, Jonathan Brooks, who just coming off of ACL. So the injuries, the Cowboys, unless they look at his medicals and say, we can't do that. Of course, he had hip issues because the hip was probably trying to take over for what the problems with his groin was. Of course. Did they bring him back too early? Did he play when he wasn't 100%? Did they not let him, of course he got a hip issues when the hip is trying to overcompensate for the groin. Of course. The multiple concussions. We can talk about that. And I'm not aware of how many concussions he's had, how often they play, how often they happen. I don't know. All I know is the film say this kid is special. That's all I know. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it. I'm sorry. Now, that may have just thrown a lot of y'all off when I talked about JPJ. I personally don't care about that. If you go look at this kid's film just from last year, you will see that this dude is the truth. I love him. I'm rolling the dice on him. I'm rolling the dice on Barton, but I got a feeling that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to break my dream of having him. I got a feeling that's going to happen. I got a feeling. They just lost Kelsey. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. Tyron Coleman said we better pick up 3 cornerbacks and 6 DBs. No, we got 2 all-pro cornerbacks, so we don't need 3. Unless you're just talking about depth. We don't need that. Of course, you're basing everything off of we play the Kansas City Chiefs. We don't need cornerbacks. Secondary is set with us. Jacob Lamar said Philly's trying to move up for a corner in his first round. I hope they do. I want the dilemma of JPJ and Barton there. I want that dilemma. I'm good either way. That's my first round pick, y'all. And if we ain't got neither one of those, I'm trading back. Y'all get that? Y'all, anybody disagree with me on that? Trading up is not an option. Coach Breedlove says secondary is weak for a championship run. Where, Coach? Okay, hold on. If Diggs is, which I doubt, I think we're going to have to give the same respect, the same, well, you should, at least for Diggs, because we don't know, because he's coming off of ACL himself. Usually guys just coming off are not themselves until that year after. That's the problem we had with Steele. That's the problem we've had with Michael Gallup. Gallup looked like he's not going to be the same at all. Jury's still out after the second year. And Diggs plays the position where, you got to be right. So we don't know if Diggs is going to be Diggs quite yet. We don't know. We ain't going to find that out until week 1, to be honest with you, because Diggs is not playing in the preseason. We know that. So we're not going to find that out until week 1. We don't know, how he's been running. We don't know how much cutting he's done. We don't know the knee response, the swelling that may have come up. We just don't know. And we'll never know, because they're not going to let that out. We don't know if he's going to be able to play all the games. We just don't know. We don't know if he's going to start out week 1. He's had enough time, but we just don't know. So if you're coming from that perspective, Coach Breedlove, or saying secondary is weak, then, I don't know. All I know is Diggs is going to start and Bland will be on the other side. And Jordan Lewis is back. Okay, if you want to say that, that's fine. But safety, we're good. Safety. You got to keep in mind, Bell is going to move back to safety, because I know we're going to draft a linebacker. Bell won't be playing there anyway. If the way Zimmer schemes, wants 3 linebackers. I got a feeling Parsons is going back to linebacker. Going to switch back up and forth like that. But I believe he's going to do it. We straight. We don't need. Secondary is really the strongest part of the defense, if you ask me. We're solid there. Donovan Wilson, Hooker, we straight. We straight on that. And that's I'm not really concerned about that. But I see what you're saying, Coach. I see what you're saying. My only question mark I really have about the secondary is how well will Diggs be? And is he Diggs, or we going to have to wait on him? That's my only question about the secondary. I ain't got no question about Bland. I really don't have a question about Jordan Lewis. I don't have questions about Donovan Wilson, other than can he stay healthy? Hooker, I don't have questions about that. None. We straight on that. All right. So I guess I kind of figured everybody out as far as what they want to do, what they want to do. First round. What round? Let me ask y'all this. What round are y'all considering drafting a running back? What round? Because a lot of names that are associated with the Cowboys are starting to gain some traction. Trey Benson is gaining some traction. I ain't a Cowboy fan. Stay the third. Craig said the third. Yeah, Breedlove, but they scared of Diggs when he right. Coach Breedlove says 5th round. Coach Breedlove, I'll stick with you right now. Coach, since you said that means you are passing without a doubt on Jonathan Brooks from Texas, and you're passing up without a doubt on Benson from Florida State. Am I right? You're not even entertaining him. So who is it that you got your eye on, Coach Breedlove, in the 5th round? Who is it? There's some good running backs, and they're good running backs. It's a good running back class. Are you thinking about Allen from Wisconsin or a kid? Oh my God, I forgot his name. Who are you thinking about? Since you said the fifth round, because Tyrone Coleman. See, when you the champion, you just come in talking trash. Tyrone Coleman. I love corn. And Cowboy fan, what are you saying yes to? I don't know. And Cowboy fan, what are you saying yes to? Talk to me. Let me know. Because I need to know what you're saying yes to. Corn in the third round. I think you can get corn. You're saying anybody, some of the other guys who are real good would be in the fifth round. Okay. Is a bell cow back there though, other than corn? I need a bell cow. I know it's some in there. I need a bell cow. Coach Brady Love in the fifth round. I ain't saying he just gonna dominate with 26 carries a game, but if we're gonna do the running back by committee, this dude, whoever this guy is, he got to be able to tote at least 17 times. I mean, I mean, I would love Blake Corn, love him. That's my team, Michigan. Uh, Dynamic running back, but Corn is taking a whole lot of hits, and you know them tread on them tires. I don't care who you are. You know, you hate to be a kid so young, but then lose a step or two rather early. Corm is a physical guy who got some shiftiness to him. But I trust me, I've seen all the Michigan games. He's taking some shots. Aldred Esme, yes sir. JT Wolf, yes sir. Davis from Kentucky, yes sir. I'm not familiar with this last guy that you're talking about. Maybe somebody else is. I'm sorry, I don't quite know him too well. But whoever the guy is gonna be, it's gonna be by committee. When we know that. Bucky Irvin is solid. Yes, sir, he is. Jacob. I like him, but I'm thinking, you thinking Corm. Okay. If you tell me Blake Corm is here, well, we're not gonna run the ball anyway. I mean, let's get that right. If Dak Prescott is here, we already know what's getting ready to happen. We're gonna pass the ball just like they do. We're gonna run the ball next year. They said that last year, please. They really didn't do it. It was a Dak show, Dak and CD show, Jake Ferguson show. So we're not running the ball. But in the event that we do run the ball, you want some guys there that can, do a little something. It's gonna be by committee. So here's your committee. Whoever this rookie gonna be is there. And as of now, Rico will probably be your number 2. But we all know Rico, he's never been able to stay healthy. So let's just say Rico is sidelined. Okay. And what you got now? You got Deuce, you got the rookie, Deuce, Lemke, and I guess you still got Leak Davis. I love what you just said, Angry Cowboy fan. I love Allen as well. Powerhouse running back. He can go ahead and put something on you. Physical guy. I got you, JT. I just never studied him. You gave me some homework. I'll go look at him. Of course, we all love Trey Benson, but I was just going from the perspective from Coach Breedlove, who said, fifth round. So we need to start, if you say fifth round, Benson won't be there. Benson's going early. Jonathan Brooks is going early. Angry Cowboy fans say Snoop Connor. I know about him. I like him too. He said, do I think the players from the D2 and D3 championship teams have a chance? I don't think so. I think the guys from the USFL or the UFL have a better chance than those guys, coach. Let's not forget about the UFL. Cowboys love to go dip into the UFL. We got Turpin out of there, out of the USFL out of there, and then we got our all-pro kicker out of there last year. So they got their eyes on, that part of town too. Joe say, so we get Benson in the second round. That just may be where you're going too, Joe. He's getting a lot of traction. At first, they got him projecting as third, but I've heard talks of him even going in the second round. Talking about Trey Benson from Florida State. I was just going with Coach Bree Love, who said the fifth round. And by the chat here, there's a lot of guys who are there that are pretty good that very well may be there in the fifth round. And can do the job. I mean, hey, and can do the job. I was just, I'm in love with Trey Benson myself. I just don't know if we'll be able to get him or not. I don't know. Pretty much everybody is in agreement, though. Everybody's saying third round. That's what I saw. Everybody's saying the third round. Let's just say, for instance, we're playing a bunch of hypotheticals here, and I don't mind doing it. And I'm over them lines in a few seconds, too. I'm over them because I got pretty much what I need to know from the brain trust here, the family here. If we are to trade back, I think the obvious answer is the fourth round, what I'm getting ready to say, because we don't have a pick in the fourth round. But I think we can do even more damage. If we were to get an extra pick, if we trade back, what round do y'all want it in? Please don't say the first round, because that's not going to happen. Second round, I doubt it very seriously. I even almost want them. Third round, maybe. But where do you want that extra pick? If we're going to get another pick in the draft, we already got 2 seventh rounders. We got a 6th round pick. We got a 5th round pick. If we were to trade back, where do you want it? And Angry Cowboy fans, I think that's the obvious answer there that most of you will say. And I even said that, but I thought about something else. And I said it earlier. I said this. I said, what if we were able some type of way to get another third round pick, or I even carried a step further. What if we were able to get another 5th round pick? Even though I said, oh, coach, what the word you saying? Oh, no, sir, coach. I don't know about that. I got to highlight that one now. Coach Breedlove said trade Bland away. Coach said trade Bland away and get a 2nd and 4th round pick. What? Coach, no. Where's your answer for the other corner, coach? If you trade Bland, I mean, that's my only pushback. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying, where's your other corner? You talking about a corner that's going to get 8 alive. I mean, where's your other corner, coach? I mean, where your corner at? We don't have that corner on the roster. And signing Gilmore back is not the answer. Even though I love Gilly. Love what he's done. But I'm saying, if you do that, you got to tell me. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say Gilmore. I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that. I don't want that. You got a lot more years with Bland and a 5th year option. You got a 5th year option on. No, you don't have a 5th year option. I'm sorry. You have. Yeah, no. I got an all pro. I ain't trading no all pro. Now I would agree with you on that, coach, because you would get maybe that type of package back for a young all pro corner, but I ain't doing that one. And yes, if Bland have another great year, you can only imagine what he's gonna be asking for in a couple more years. And probably be well deserved. Yeah, I mean, no question. I mean, it ain't his fault. It is his fault. He all pro cornerback. First team all pro. Second year. When everybody thought that the Cowboys were down, he stepped up and had a Diggs type year. I wouldn't trade him away. No, sir. That's just me, but I understand. Yeah. It's nowhere in the world I could do that. But let me get back to my original question because I think this is interesting. I know we would love to get the fourth round pick, but let me go back to Angry Cowboy fan. What if we trade back and got another fifth round pick? Would that make you somewhat happy to have those two fifth round picks, one sixth round pick, two seventh round picks? Now, of course, we started talking about guys who may or may not make the team in the seventh round. I get that. But if you can't get the fourth round pick, would you be happy with trying to get two fifth rounds? Because those two fifth round guys could possibly make the team. I'm just asking. I'm not saying it's the truth. I don't think somebody would give. I mean, it's a possibility, but I can't see nobody else giving us another third round pick. That might be too high. I don't know, dog. You trading to get up into the first round. That's the price that you got to pay. Okay, let me change that. If you get two third round picks, would you be okay with not having a fourth round pick because that second pick would be essentially really your fourth round pick? If you can get you already got a third round pick. If you get an additional third, would you be happy? Talk to me. I just want to see where y'all head at because these are the things that be dancing in my head. If I can get another third round pick, I'm cool. I care less about the fourth. Then. Okay, I like that. Any Cowboy fan say it's 2/3. I'll trade back. Yeah. So you'll have one pick a little bit further down in the first round. Somebody move to 24, you might move down maybe to 27, maybe 28, whatever. You got that pick, which probably would then become a best player available pick at that point. Am I thinking right, y'all? I need my brothers to help me out. Angry Cowboy fan, help me out here. Coach Bree Love, all y'all. Jacob, help me out here. Joe, listen. At 28, if you move down in the first round, I think then we are really looking at best player available no matter the position need. Am I thinking right? No matter the position, you're taking best player available since at 28, I don't think none of those guys that I want would be there. Barden, JPJ won't be there. Even some of the receivers will be gone. I'm just playing with y'all because all these scenarios are what be going on in the war room. Let me ask y'all this: for those that like Angry Cowboy fan, I already know you're gonna like this guy. No, I ain't gonna even say that, Coach. Trey Lance ain't gonna get you nothing. Shoot, the Cowboys on the guy gave up on him. And they only gave up a fourth round pick for him. You didn't get no 3 picks back. That ain't gonna happen. Cowboys in 28th pick is the Buffalo Bills. I truly think we can switch with them and maybe get a good pick and need an earlier pick to make up for Stephon Diggs. I agree 1,000% with the Angry Cowboy fan on that. So let's just play this. Let's just say it is Buffalo. We move to 28. All right. It's only 32 picks in the first round. Second round pick. That everybody gonna be there. Whatever position. Good football player. All right. Is there somebody that can move up? There you go, JT Wolf. Boy, y'all beat me to the. Ooh-wee. Yes, sir, JT. Yes, sir, JT. Yes, sir, JT. You're in my notes, JT, and at least the notes in my head. What if Keon Coleman, the wide receiver from Florida State, is there? Even though he's projected to go in the second round, it ain't. Yeah, see, there we go. See, y'all thinking like me. I see you angry Cowboy fan. Y'all see what I'm saying? If you trade the 28 and Keon Coleman, the wide receiver, if y'all ain't seen him, go look him up. The wide receiver from Florida State is right there. Can you imagine, for those of us that have seen him, can you imagine CeeDee Lamb and Keon Coleman on the same football team? If I'm not mistaken, y'all, isn't Keon Coleman the cousin of CeeDee Lamb? Am I right? JT Wolf just put it there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can put Keon Coleman with Jake Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks, do y'all understand what could go on? Let me give y'all an example real quick. Let me give y'all an example. Let's just say you give Dak Prescott in the shotgun and you run a 4 wide receiver set. Here are your 4 wide receivers: CD, Keon Coleman, Brandon Cooks, Kevontae Turpin. Who you gonna double? Can you imagine the speed that's out there? See, this kind of stuff I like to do. See, this kind of stuff they need to be talking about. I just said a 4 wide receiver set. Okay, y'all want to come on down? Okay, come here. Come here. I got something for you. Come here. I got something for you. Cause listen. Here, check this now. You get a Keon Coleman, okay? Give me on the 3 wide receiver set. I ain't mentioned Tolbert yet, but that's because I don't want to. I don't even want to mention him yet. Give me a 3 wide receiver set. Imagine this, if you will, y'all. I'm like Prince now. Dig, if you will, the picture. Yeah. Just stay with me. Imagine Keon Coleman and Brandon Cooks on the outside and CeeDee Lamb in the slot. Can I get everybody just to type "Lord have mercy"? Can I get y'all to? Boy, y'all know I'm assistant pastor. I feel like preaching now. I feel like preaching right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you imagine CD being in the slot where he can't be guarded? That's been proven. Thank you. Yeah, Lord have mercy today. Can y'all see that? An angry Cowboy fan said put Brandon Allen back there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you put CD in the slot, Keon Coleman, Brandon Cooks on the outside, and whoever your running back is, because it's gonna be wide open. It won't be no box at all. It's gonna be a safeties up top because you be too scared of the speed. It won't be a loaded box. Whoever the running back is. See, Dak was putting up 30 points a game without Brandon Cooks coming fully involved until the later part of the year. You give Dak this, that MVP that he was robbed of this year is coming home. Well, I feel like church right now. I'm holding the mic. You know how it is when a preacher gets a mic in his hand. Y'all know I'm an assistant pastor, so I feel like tuning up a little bit right. I ain't gonna do it, but I'm just saying. Cause I just got excited thinking about it. I'm just saying if we trade back, y'all, if we trade back, I'm just going with angry Cowboy fan here. If we trade back at 28, and I don't know how high, Keon is on their board. I'm quite sure CD Lamb is probably whispering in somebody here. Please go get my cousin. Y'all know he done said it. Michael Irvin, if y'all remember the interview, already looked like he wanted to kiss the man. Keon Cole. Looked like he just wanted to just put his tongue all down his throat almost. I mean, y'all forgive me for that. I'm just saying. Mike was so hyped. He said, please get him with his cousin. I'm serious. This is how you don't lose nothing. This is how you get 30 plus points a game just about. When you make a move like that, that's how your offense stays number one offense, number two offense in the league. Getting a guy like that. That's and he will be high in the second round. So if you know that's your guy, you know he won't be there in the second round, you just gonna get him at 28. Shouldn't forget that. I'm serious. I got you, Joe. I'm just having fun. Oh, yeah, Adonai Mitchell. There's another one. Yeah, yes, sir. That's a kid from Texas. Oh my God, yes. I would take him. See what I'm saying? These are moves that you're gonna say, hey, we struggling on defense. Our offense needs to stay legit. You get a Keon Coleman there, or Mitchell, or Leggett. You get these guys there. Oh, I did forget about Jalen Wright Jacob. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, sir. I forgot about that running back. I would take Jalen Wright too as a running back. I love him. You're right, Jacob. I forgot about him. I know. I didn't take Tyrone, say Jerry Rice, son. It ain't Jerry Rice Sr. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about him. These are the moves that you can make, and the fan base will be re-energized. We on life support right now. Ain't no sense me lying about it. This is how you go all. If you ain't going all in on free agency, you need to be going all in on the part that y'all love the most, which is the draft. Go all in. Getting a Keon Coleman is how that works. That works. I'm excited if I can get that. I'm excited. We're just playing scenarios. Matter of fact, I'm done. I done talk too much. Y'all call that line if you want it. Let me turn everything on. 901-654-6853. Y'all can call in right now. Y'all voice, I didn't talk too much. Maybe y'all thinking of something that I don't know about, or thinking of something or your scenario. It ain't no right or wrong answer, except Coach Breed love talking about trading away playing. Coach, I don't know about that. I can't. I understand you want the picks, but I can't do that. 901-654. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. I ain't done it all game. Everybody hit that like button for me. Wherever you're watching me from, everybody hit that like button. I need at least 20 to 25. Smash it real quick. Like button. Hit that. About 25. Everybody, if you don't mind. Hit that like button or heart button for me if you're on YouTube. You can do that as well. I didn't say that at the beginning, but I'm saying it now. Everybody hit that for me. If y'all do that for me, I would really, really appreciate it. It gets the show put into faces that usually don't get to see it. YouTube and Facebook will say, "Hey, there's a bald head dude over there that a lot of people like. We just gonna put them out there. For those that don't know anything about the algorithm, that's how it works. So the more you hit that like button or that heart button for me, you help me out and you get this show out to more people. I hope that you do that for Landlord, Angry Cowboy fan, all the content creators. Just don't come in and watch. Just go ahead and just hit that like button for me if you don't mind. I appreciate that. Again, 901-654-6853. You can call in now. If not, I'm going to keep talking. I still got about, and I'm sorry. Hey, to those that are on the NGBN.TV network, I can't see you because you can't type in nothing to me. But if you're there watching, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget about the draft watch party. I'll say that on the NGBN.TV network this Thursday. I will be one of the hosts for it. It'll be my first time. I don't like watch parties, but I think this will be fun for the network. We're still young. We just covered the Super Bowl, and now this will be our first coverage of the draft. We're not going to actually physically be there. It'll be kind of like a remote type thing. I'll be one of the hosts here. So I know you guys are going to be watching. A lot of my brothers, Landlord, Angry Cowboy fan. I don't know if you're doing anything that night, but if you are on a show, whatever show you're gonna be on, of course, Boss and Law and all my guys, they'll be doing their thing as usual. But if y'all got just a little time, just pop in on me. I'll be sharing it here on the pages that you're looking at me from. Come on and hang with me just for a minute or so. It's a big, long draft night. We'll just be doing the first round, so that's at least almost 4 hours or so. Come on back and hang with me, man. Come hang with me and just pop in, show a little support, and I appreciate it. 901-654-6853. 901-654-6853. Let me throw this in while we're waiting on the call. If not, let me throw this in. I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say this. We still ain't gonna stop the run, y'all. At least from and I know you say, well, how can you say that? We ain't played no game. We ain't done that. Because again, the priority, in my view, for a defensive tackle is not there. It's not. I believe the priority for a linebacker is there. And I believe we will see a linebacker taken. But as far as defensive tackle goes, I still don't see the urgency. Because if we go like we're going as far as draft predictions on who we're drafting, a lot of y'all said, I got somebody here. Let me answer that. Hey. Welcome to the Big Time Show. Who I got? Oh, hold on. You're not on. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay, talk to me. Who I got on the line?
This is JC Wolf.
Hey, JC, what's up, man?
Not much. How's it going with you?
Man, I'm trying to do the best I can. Talk to me, man. What you think?
Yes, sir. I really like what you're doing. This is my first time calling.
Appreciate you, bro.
Not a problem. Anytime. I'm kind of new to the page. I normally follow Dallas Cowboys, Wild Nation, Box, Guy, and just listening to what you guys say. Y'all do a really good job on the content that you do.
Thank you, man.
I'm just starting a podcast on my own, where I'm kind of a representative for the Cowboys. So I'm just getting my feet wet with everything.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, just on my if you're asking me for some advice, know know what you're talking about and stand on it. It might be wrong, but stand on it. Everybody, when it all boils down to it, everybody really just giving their opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, we have facts. We got, stats. We got, interviews. But when we watch interviews, a lot of it is just about interpretation or what we think they're saying or really what they're not saying. So it's really about opinions. And some people gonna agree with your opinion, and some people will not. But that's what makes us what we do. Some people like my opinion. Guess what? Some people don't, and that's why we got so many content creators, because people will latch on to who they want to latch on to. Your job is just to put it out there, man. Whether it's give the same energy, if it's just 2 people watching or if it's 2,100 people watching. Give the same energy. You keep putting it out there, people will come, and people will begin to respect you. Like right now, I got a few content creators in here that do that same thing. Just full respect. I support them. Just them hanging with me, they support me, and we'll support you, man. Whenever you start it up, hey, just let us know. We coming.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes.
I won't take too much of your time. I actually believe Dallas may pick somebody at 24.
Uh-huh.
But I also believe that they might move back a couple of spots, depending if that main guy that they're looking for at 24 might not be there. There's a possibility that we can go with Ryan. It just depends on the availability on that particular guy that we're looking for. We definitely need to fill a hole in center, as well as just figuring out that left tackle spot. If they go after Graham Barden or JCJ, that could be the filling spot. Now that would get Tyler Smith out to left tackle. We'll move TJ Bass to left guard. Or, depending on what happens, they go get the tackle, keep Tyler Smith where it's at, who was Brock Kaufman. I'm hearing some things about Duke Merriweather, who basically works with the line, and they're looking for someone with more upside than Kaufman. And I really think they're going to go after the center. If it doesn't happen in the first round, the possibility might happen in the second round. Zach Frazier will be another option there that could actually work at center if JPJ falls or he's gone off the board, or Graham Barden. All 32 teams will have his pro day, and I believe that everybody's going to be looking at Barden. So if that doesn't occur, you can go BPA. Now, you have a selection that even if you want to move up a spot or two, or just stay where you are, there's a possibility there's key receivers that can fall to you. And I just believe with everything with CeeDee Lamb's contract, if they're able to take care of it, I think most of these contracts will get done by late July into August.
Wow.
So right before week 1.
I like it.
So just keeping it in the air, just keeping the optimism on it, it's a strong possibility. But going into that, if there's a receiver that falls, I'm looking at Brian Thomas Jr., Leon Coleman, Adonai Mitchell, or if you don't go there, I know it's a reach, get a pass rusher. Because I'm getting vibes that it's a possibility that Michael might be playing off ball, and you definitely need that other guy that can get to the quarterback. Because I think Michael should just go back to linebacker, but also he could still get rewarded the sack, especially lining up on the center. And within the double-A gap, that can really work. Also know that we need a linebacker. So
let me stop. Let me stop you because you sound like you've been in my notes and in my head, because you just gave just the whole rundown of the whole show so far, my show. But let me tell you this: you just gave off about 7 topics in about 3 minutes. Guess what? You got a whole 2 shows right there. You gonna do just fine in the podcast world, right there. you just gave us 7 topics in less than 3 minutes, you're gonna do quite well, and everything you said is pretty much everything that the chat has said and what I've said, and you're gonna do quite well. So you already on your way, man. I like what you're saying. When you start it up, man, you make sure you come back and let me know. I'll be one of your subscribers right then and there, and I love the way you're talking already, man. So you just gave another whole ailment. You just gave a whole new element talking about that pass rusher early though. And that part I ain't even talked about because I don't think they looking that way, but they did lose a lot of depth there. And that's the only thing I'm saying. But see, coming off what you just said, I'm tired of drafting guys for depth. I don't know if you were with me at the beginning. Right. I want guys that are going to start immediately. That's what I want. I don't want, 6 men of the year type players. I don't want that. I want guys that's going to come in, especially we drafting early. Early on in the draft. I want guys that's going to come in day one starters. I don't want depth. We've done that too long. I don't even want that. So that's on my only pushback. I ain't going to say it's pushback. I just wanted to kind of add to what you just said on there. But, man, I appreciate you calling me, man. Thanks for calling, man.
Oh, not a problem. I did want to let you know that my podcast, I work with my friends that represent their team. It's called 13 Rings Podcast.
13 Rings.
Podcast.
All right, type that into the chat, man.
On YouTube.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Type that into the chat, and we'll pump it up real quick, man. Appreciate you calling.
Oh, not a problem.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, we may have found a new friend. 13 Rigs Podcast. I believe he's going to put it in the chat. Y'all do me a favor, go subscribe to it, and let's just see what he got to say. I'm gonna jump in there with him because I just try to support everybody, man. I do. And if he ain't talking about nothing, I'll let him know. I will let him know. All right, call line still open, y'all. Y'all can call in right now. Dez Bryant was drafted at 24. Yeah, that goes back to the throwback. That'll be good. I still got time, y'all. I got 29 minutes left before I have to jump off on. There it is, JT Wolf. That's who it is. Okay. Who's you, JT? Okay, I got you. Y'all type that in for y'all. Let me highlight that. 13 Rings Podcast. Y'all type that in and go follow him. Give him a subscription. Let's help him out. And let's see. Turn on those live notifications for him. Let's see what he's talking about. We may have found a new friend there, if y'all don't mind. JT, if you're there, I don't know if you subscribe to me, but if you haven't, go ahead and do that, if you will. I would appreciate your trust in that. I want you to also go to the Angry Cowboys fan. The Angry Cowboys fan, he's in the chat. Go subscribe to him. You'll love him. I want you to go to Landlord from Alabama as well, if you don't mind. Go to those two. I don't want to flood you with all the whole family, but once you see us, you'll catch on. But as for now, I want you to go to the Angry Cowboys fan and Landlord from Alabama. Those two guys on YouTube. Give them a chance as well. I'm trying to see if I can see you. And you're on Podbean. No, you're not. Okay, I got you. I got you. And you do an NFC East thing, so I like you already. All right, I just subscribed, Doc. You'll see it, the Big Time Show. The Big Time Show is in the family of the 13 Rings. His is an NFC East podcast, so he got all the haters on his stuff. So you know that ought to be fun. That's gonna be a crazy little podcast because nobody like each other. I appreciate you, Joe. I see you. Appreciate you. Oh, okay, you subscribe to him. Go to the Angry Cowboys fan. He's just right there, right in front of you. Go subscribe to him real quick. Nothing like the family, man. Nothing like the family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be with you until Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will not be with you until Thursday, unless something crazy go on. I will be with you on Thursday, from broadcasting from the NGBN .TV podcast. Let me go ahead and do that real quick while I got time. Um, I will be sharing it on this, wherever you watch me from. So don't worry about that. If you haven't downloaded NGBN.TV on your Roku or your Amazon Fire Stick or your Android device, don't worry about it. I got you. You can join in. We'll be on for the entire first round. Appreciate you, Angry Cowboy fan. Thanks for hanging with me all this time. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let me show y'all something about the NGBN.TV network. We're trying to save lives, trying to put a dent into the suicide rate. We're just trying to do what we can. And the NGBN.TV is a collection of people who all the shows vary. It's more than just a sports program. Is health and fitness, is motivation, it's spiritual things. I have another show on the NGBN.TV called Seeking Clearer Thoughts. As I stated earlier, I'm an assistant pastor here in Memphis. And so I wrote a book, and my show primarily deals with a lot of the book that I wrote, just trying to make people think that things aren't as bad as what they think it may be. There's always hope. There's always a chance. As long as you don't take your life, there's a chance. So I'm on there with two shows, Big Time Show, which you're seeing me on now, and of course, the Seeking Clear Thought Show. So, but let me show you about this right here. This is what we did for the Super Bowl. Y'all watch this real quick.
1 week after launching our exclusive sneak peek, NGBN TV was live for 3 days of continuous coverage from Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas.
NGBN TV is live from Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58.
The one-of-a-kind streaming TV network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s was the conversation for the big game about men's mental health. In the world of athletes, celebrities, and influencers, we're on notice. But we're just getting started with new partnerships announced like the Team Nike 3-on-3 Championship and new platforms available to download the NGBN TV app. So, what are you waiting for? Download the app today from your favorite streaming device or check us out at ngBN.tv. This is NGBN TV.
Very proud to be a part of that, of course, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Very proud to be a part of it, and we'll write another chapter to what we're doing by, of course, doing the watch party for the NFL draft. First round, hopefully it'll be the first of many. I will be one of the hosts, or y'all pray for me because I doing a 4-hour show. Man, look, I'm older. I might go to sleep, man. I'm look, after about 9 o'clock, man, look, I'm gonna need prayer. Cause some of y'all might be laughing. I'll be nodding and my eyes closing, and the Cowboys ain't drafting until 24, so we know that's gonna be almost 2 to 3 hours in before it all, And then y'all pray for my professionalism. Because I got to be nice and say something nice about teams I can't stand. Y'all help me, because it's going to be hard for me to say the Philadelphia Eagles pick whatever, and then I got to come out and say, this is a pretty good pick for the Eagles. They filling out great holes. And y'all pray for me. Because, see, I might have to mute my mic and say what I really want to say about Philadelphia and San Francisco and the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have serious problems with all the teams I just named. I do. Hey, Rashawn, appreciate you popping in on me. Y'all pray for me, because if I got to be one of the hosts for a draft, I got to be professional. I just can't be a fan. You see what I'm saying? You got to be professional. I mean, we we're being broadcast everywhere. So I have to be professional and all that type. So y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. I got to say something nice about the San Francisco 49ers. I got to say something nice about the Philadelphia Eagles and all. Y'all gonna have to pray for me. Hey, everybody. Greg, what's up? Sean, what's up? Y'all catching me at the tail end. Hope y'all go back and watch the replay. But this Thursday, come hang with me if you can. I know you're going to be watching a lot of other shows, but come on, hang with me just for a few minutes or so and pop back in. I will be on with the NGBN.TV network coverage of the NFL draft, the first round. We'll be here this Thursday night. So y'all get your popcorn ready and everything else. Yeah, JT. Yeah. And they have been. Yeah, everybody's made moves except us. You see what I'm saying? So this is when we make our move. We love the draft. So we're getting ready to see. Hopefully they can salvage some Cowboy family feelings with the draft. That's where we are. That's where we are. They didn't do nothing this offseason. This is the part where everybody knows the Cowboys love. So hopefully they will hit a few home runs in this draft and give some type of hope and some type of something, because they have really murdered a lot of Cowboy fans this year as far as feeling. We don't like support. We are, as far as enthusiasm, as far as optimism, we're not there. And they got one last shot to do something for us this offseason. We'll see. Pay attention, y'all. This Thursday, 7 p.m. Whatever time it starts, that's when we'll be on. I think it's 6 o'clock, actually. So we'll be on this Thursday. I broadcast live here to the show, and we'll take it from there. Again, remember, after that, I will be with you guys on Saturday live here at 3 o'clock Central Time or 4 o'clock Eastern. And, of course, the draft will probably be going on at that particular time. So we'll be, I guess, I'll be on for 2 hours. So whatever we get done in those 2 hours, I'm quite sure we'll run into a Cowboy draft pick, and we'll be able to hopefully watch that live together. So I'll be with you guys on Saturday as well at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, of course, right here on YouTube and Facebook and NGBN and Twitter. And hopefully we'll get the Instagram family back on that night, on that day, I'm sorry. So y'all come on back and hang with me. We're going to have some fun this weekend. Hey, it's football season. Whenever we start the draft, the football season really has already started with the off season. But this is just a continuation, of course, of the off season. This is just another layer of it. So let's hang together. Hope you guys have fun. Now, let's close out with this. And I got about 12 minutes left. I heard something that I don't believe. For all of you guys that can't stand Dak Prescott, let me go ahead and tell you now. Let me give you the key. For all of you guys that want him gone, I'm talking about like now. Let me go ahead and say this. If Dak Prescott is not traded before the draft, guess what's going to happen? He will be your starting quarterback next season, which is what most people think anyway. But just in case, for those that want him gone, because if you were to trade him, you would get a nice compensation package back. You would. You would get a nice compensation package back if you were to trade him before the draft. So for those that want him gone before the draft, you got from now until Thursday. That's what you got. If not, Dak Prescott will be your quarterback at least next season. Hate to bust some of y'all balloon. I don't know why y'all think he leaving anyway, but it's not going to happen. I don't think so. But just in case, for those of you that are optimistic about Dak getting traded, it better happen before Thursday. It better happen before Thursday. And I will say this about Dak Prescott. All right. You can kind of tell, you're going to be able to kind of tell how the Cowboys are building or rebuilding by the draft picks that they make. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. See, I'm saying this. If they don't give Dak no weapons at all, that ought to tell you something. When I say weapons, if they don't get another running back in here, or if they don't, I know they're going to get offensive linemen. I know they're going to get that. I ain't worried about that. But if they don't get another wide receiver in here, and they say, okay, the offense is set, but you didn't add nothing. We're going to roll with Rico Dow. We're going to roll with Deuce Vaughn. If they don't add another running back in here, that ought to tell you something. In my opinion, they should be getting another wide receiver. I ain't saying in the first round. I ain't saying this. At some point, we got to get another one. That's a threat. I ain't talking about a depth position player either. I'm talking about a guy. I ain't talking about a guy that's going to be battling it out with Jalen Brooks for a spot. I'm not talking about that type of guy. I'm not even talking about a guy that's going to be battling out with Jalen Tolbert. I'm not even talking about that. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about a guy that's going to come in at least as a number two. If they are two or three. If you're not doing that, then I'm saying that they're not giving Dak a shot. We're going to roll with what we got. Jared said, well, you got to win with less. And I'm like, what owner is going to say something like that? I mean, come on, man. Come on. You got to learn how to win with less. Stop it. Stop it. I realize Mahomes did well, won the championship last year, but it really wasn't the offense. The offense didn't even score. It was that defense that held them in last year. But the bottom line is Mahomes will get the credit as if he threw for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns and all that type of stuff when he didn't. Nobody don't say nothing about that. Defense in Kansas City was just incredible last year in the Super Bowl. They don't say that. They say Mahomes won it. See what I'm saying? So we need to pay attention to who these people are, who they're going to draft. And that will kind of give you an idea of where the Cowboys are mentally as far as the future of this team. See, when you got a chance to add home run hitters, you need to take it. If you're going to keep Dak, you need to give Dak some weapons. If you're not keeping Dak, then you're going to draft, B and B minus players for depth purposes, not impact. That's what I'm saying. We done spent too much time drafting depth players. We need impact players, even the free agents that we signed or whatever. Other than what we did last year was an anomaly by the trade of Gilmore and Cooks. We usually don't do nothing like that. But we got 2 starters out of that. We usually don't do nothing like that. But that was by a trade. That wasn't free agency. That was by a trade. But we don't make splash moves like that. Okay? We need to make sure that, that's what I'm saying. It's a mystery because I don't know. I don't have a pulse on the Cowboys other than I know what their formula is. They love drafting offensive linemen. So I have no doubt that we're going to get offensive linemen. I already know that's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen with the first pick. I know that. It's after that I'm starting to say, no. Even if you go get a linebacker, which is what we need, but if you don't give Dak anything on the offensive side of the ball, not other than the depth guy, when you got a chance to get at least a start, at least at the running back position, or a heavy contributor, put it that way, from the running back position, then I know something is that they're not trying to help Dak. So they can have the excuse for him to get on out of here, saying, well, we had a good team that couldn't get us there. So I don't know. Okay. All right. I'm looking at you. Who said, I think Jerry is trying to get Dak deal done. Steven is ruining it. I don't think Jerry. I think it's the other way around, JT. I think Steven is just ruining it, period. I don't think Jerry. I have no way of proving this. I just believe that I believe Steven is running the show. Jerry is just a figurehead. Jerry is just in front of the cameras. Jerry is just, he's there to stir up the pot. When it comes to free agency and contracts and all that kind of stuff, that's Stephen Jones' wheelhouse. It's not Jerry. I really believe he's kind of turned it over to Stephen more than, I really believe it. And I think Stephen is the one that is got the handcuffs on this franchise. Except in the draft. We do draft extremely well. Will McClay and his staff, they do an incredible job. No question. No question. So I believe we're gonna be all right on that. This is when we shine, actually. But I believe Steven is the one that's behind a lot of this stuff. When it comes to our approach on free agency, that is Stephen Jones. It ain't even no question about that. That has his handprint. Jerry Jones has no handprint on free agency anymore because that's not Jerry Jones' style. We know that. It's Stephen Jones. Bargain, the way we shop for free agents, that's not Jerry's style. It's Stephen Jones' style. The hiring of a head coach may be the only spot where Jerry really, puts his hand really into it. But as far as personnel decisions, I think it's Steven. Steven works out that contract. Steven is the one that knows the salary cap ins and outs. Steven is the one that reports to his daddy. If we do this, this is what the cap gonna look like. If we do that, this is how much we had. Steven is the one that's figuring all this stuff out. It's not Jerry. Jerry ain't spending no time sitting there, number one, scouting players, looking at tape. He's not sitting there figuring out the salary cap and all that. He's leaning on the advice and the expertise of his son, Steven. Stephen Jones is the one that's running this franchise right now. I have no doubt in my mind. Somebody gonna have to just show me. Jerry, even when Jerry say, I make the decisions, I write the checks and all that. Yeah, you write the checks because the slot is for the owner of the franchise, but you ain't making the decisions. Well, Voodoo, guess what? Great comment you made there, which very well may be the reason why Dak ain't got the extension yet, which makes sense. Voodoo says if Steven is in charge, Dak is gone. He wants his quarterback leading the team. Well, maybe very real reason why. They may eat it and say, hey, he counts $55 million on the salary cap. Look, we just gotta suffer. We ain't giving him no extension. He may just have to play it out. I believe you 100%, Voodoo, until we get the news to say that Dak has been extended. Then I agree. Dak is gone. I believe that. I believe Steven is running. And like I said before, if Stephen Jones is running the Dallas Cowboys, and we already got a nice preview of how this going to go. It's not going to be pretty because he believes in a philosophy that has been on this organization probably for about the last 8 to 10 years. And yeah, we won a lot of games. But playoffs are for star players, not B-plus players. Big players make big plays. You got B-plus players. They can only carry you so far. When Mahomes couldn't get it done, the MVP on the defensive side of the ball dominated that game. That's Chris Jones. See what I'm saying? You need an A-plus player. You need guys like that who can take over a game. Cowboys don't have nobody that can take over a game except CD. But an argument could be made and saying, okay, but who throwing him the ball then? Dak Prescott. See? Yeah, Steven running this team. This is where Will McClay comes in. This is why he get paid the big bucks like he is a general manager. They paid him tremendously as if he's really on that because they know they can't get rid of him. Steven and Jerry Jones are not watching tape. If they're watching it with them. They're not scouting and say, hey, rewind and let me see his hand placement. Let me see his foot movement. Let's see his arm movement. Hey, Jerry and Steven ain't doing that. They're leaning on the scouting department and Will McClay, leaning on their expertise, and they're telling them what they want, and then they'll say, well, who should we draft? They'll say that. They have some little knowledge. They have the paper in front of them, looking at the medicals, looking at the 40 times, looking at the shuttle times, and leaning on the interview notes that they took when they brought him in and say, he has good character. They'll check out his police report. This is what Jerry and Steven do. He's got good character and all that. But as far as the nuts and bolts of a player, Jerry and Steven ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing. I ain't sitting there watching no film. They're not watching anything. That's Steven, that's Will McClay and his people. That's who we leaning on. And Will McClay has done an excellent job for years. And based off that, I have no choice but to say this. In Will McClay, I trust. Huh? I don't even know about that, Wendy. I appreciate you popping in, talking about on a diet. Just GQ designing uniforms you have never. I don't even know what you're talking about, Wendy. I'm sorry, I don't even know what you're talking about. We'll see. We'll see. I'm quite sure you're gonna inbox me and let me see it, or put it in the group chat. Just put it in the group chat. Show me what you're talking about. I'll see it. So, again, this is what the Cowboys do best. I have to give them credit. I hope they don't disappoint me like they have this offseason so far. This is what they do. This is the time when they shine, which is the NFL draft. And we'll see. But one thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, I will be with you. No doubt about it. I'll be with you, push or shove. Push, shove. I'll be with you on Thursday night. Y'all come hang with me at the NGBN.TV watch party. We will be together, and we will see exactly what the Cowboys will do. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. That's been my time. I'm gone. Thanks for hanging with me. This has been the one and the only, the Big Time Show. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. I'm out of here. I know y'all were clapping your hands, and I know you ain't heard in a while. But that's how we do it at the Big Time Show. We'll see you guys on Thursday, 6 p.m. Y'all come hang with me. Don't leave me by myself.